One Piece will end in 2028, and I just asked 3 cutting-edge AI models to predict exactly how. Can ChatGPT 4.0 crack Oda's master plan? Will DeepSeek R1 outsmart OpenAI's new O3 Mini? Let's see who gets closest. Welcome back, pirates. With One Piece's final saga accelerating, we challenged 3 AI heavyweights to forecast the ending. Rules: just pure narrative logic and the exact same prompt for all. Here's how they stack up. First up, we have ChatGPT 40. For anyone unfamiliar, this is the latest flagship AI model from OpenAI. Released in 2024, GPT-4.0 represents a significant evolution of the GPT-4 series, free for everyone to use. This will be our standard baseline model, so theoretically, this one should be the least accurate out of the 3, but you never know. According to GPT-4.0, the One Piece is blueprints for a device that will destroy the red line, which will in turn unite the whole world. This theory is reinforced by the fact that Madame Shirley prophesied the destruction of Fishman Island, and Joy Boy dreamt of a world that was free. It goes on to predict the Straw Hats coming up against the Blackbeard Pirates, which we already know is bound to happen anyways because of the intro from the Dressrosa arc called Wake Up, the 17th opening theme for the show, used in episodes 629 through 686. 4.0 thinks Blackbeard will ambush Luffy at Laftel, with Luffy defeating him using the full potential of Gear 5. This kinda undermines the significance of Laftel, because remember, Goldie Roger, the Pirate King, is the only one who's been there, so for Blackbeard to end up there as well is disappointing. Moving on to the second battle, 4 predicts that Emu's immortality is thanks to the Ope Ope no Mi, basically Trafalgar Law's fruit. This makes sense because this ability has been teased in the Dressrosa arc with the backstory of Traffy. Emu having a role in destroying the ancient kingdom is common sense, which leads us into the final battle. Luffy versus Emu. Luffy teaming up with the Revolutionary Army, specifically Sabo and Dragon, is very emotionally significant. What's interesting is that the shocking twist is that Shanks teams up with Emu. Although this does balance both sides power scaling wise, it's hard to believe Shanks and Luffy going head to head since they have so much history together. At the same time, we have seen Shanks meeting the Elders in chapter 1044, episode 1071, so it's not that far-fetched. Luffy beats Shanks and returns the Straw Hat. This would be very symbolic, yet equally sad. What stood out to me was ChatGPT mentions Luffy using Awakened Nika to defeat Emu. As we all already know, Gear 5 is confirmed to be the final power-up, so it's interesting how Awakened Gear 5 would look like and how it would work. The ending chosen isn't without cost, with Luffy's life force being depleted, whatever that means. Well, at least for GPT 4.0 it means, due to the overuse of Gear 5, I'm assuming Awakened Gear 5. What doesn't make sense is that initially, 40 claims the One Piece is blueprints of a single device that will destroy the Red Line, but here it claims Luffy uses Pluton and Poseidon. GPT clearly said blueprints for a device, not devices. Besides all these generic predictions, Luffy apparently will die to his injuries after becoming the Pirate King. The narrative is circular, with ChatGPT 40 deciding a young boy is wearing the Straw Hat, setting out with the same dream Luffy had. How the Straw Hat ended up with the boy is unclear after Luffy returned it to Shanks when he defeated him. Next up, we have DeepSeek R1. I'm sure you've heard the buzz around it. It's taken the world by storm for many reasons. OpenAI's ChatGPT has been the staple for AI and the most popular, with massive companies like Microsoft and Nvidia investing in it. Nvidia was the largest company in the world in 2024, so this is a big deal. Now, what if I told you a Chinese company called DeepSeek, which cost a fraction of OpenAI's funding, comes in rivaling OpenAI's latest Model O1? But here's the kicker: DeepSeek is open source and completely free, whereas O1 is not available to the general public unless you subscribe to ChatGPT Plus or ChatGPT Pro, which are both paid services. What's more is DeepSeek matches, or beats O1 in almost every metric, which makes DeepSeek the best industry-leading AI model. A key distinguishing feature between this model and the previous one is that new AI models, like R1 and O1, have a reasoning feature that lets the AI think, and it shares this thinking process to the user. For this section, there's two segments. I asked DeepSeek R1 model in Perplexity, as well as DeepSeek R1 in its original website, and what I got was two different conclusions.